Alright, so to see everything that happened to me regarding my injury, please see my YouTube channel, My Medical Nightmare. Viewers who have tried to contact me using the comments section of YouTube, Google has an automatic system in place where if you discuss communication in the comments, they will delete the entire discussion. Those that have asked for a phone number or email, please do not use the YouTube comment section. You can send me an email directly, and my contact is on screen. It's futurecloneguy@gmail.com. The Alabama Board of Medical Examiners and Licensure Commission has renewed the license of State of Alabama licensed medical doctor Christopher Blake Thomas, MD. In November, I discovered that an individual that I had spoken to on the telephone, who identified himself to me as Sadler, that's Saddler. This person was in actuality a State of Alabama licensed medical doctor Christopher Blake Thomas, and this happened earlier in 2022. I was trying to contact Dr. Blake Thomas, who is listed as working at the Cahaba Village, Birmingham, Alabama, AFC, that's American Family Care, Urgent Care. I had an x-ray taken in 2019 as a patient in another facility around Birmingham, Alabama. I was told by staff, including a nurse, that I had no injuries appear in this x-ray. I knew otherwise. I almost died from the injury that I did have. Got my records. I put the records up here. You can see in actuality about a 3-inch diameter translucent oval shows up in a standard x-ray image. There's no contrast here. There's a very obvious anomaly that was present in the upper area of my neck beneath my skull. Other scans I had done, I've got evidence that I have broken bone in my skull, and by the time I had this x-ray taken, this injury had gone untreated. And the infection and possibly parasite infestation in the wound, this is what sent me around to places like this urgent care. $175 visit and x-ray. I was told by this office manager, Sadler, that there was nothing that they were going to be able to do to help me get this issue corrected. So I was out of pocket $175. On top of that, I had a injury I was dying from. This issue is still unresolved. We're going into 2023, January 2nd, and we're in this as long as it takes until we get some resolution in this matter. Issues outstanding, monies paid, services not provided. That's the issue here. And compounding these issues, most disturbingly, if you are part of the public out there who is seeking health care in the state of Alabama, we got doctors who are giving patients fake names when they try to contact them and get these issues corrected. And yeah, Dr. Blake Thomas's name appears on top of the medical records that I obtained from this facility. That's why I tried to get in touch with him. I informed the Alabama Board of Medical Examiners and Licensure Commission about my discovery that this doctor was giving out fake names. And yeah, I believe this violates medical ethics, possibly the law. This is unacceptable. I'll put the link to the other video in the description. I found a television report by Birmingham Alabama TV station WVTM Channel 13, where Dr. Blake Thomas gave an interview on the coronavirus. You can listen to my recorded phone calls, listen to the voice of the doctor in the video, and it's the exact same person. I informed Alabama Board of Medical Examiners Licensure Commission about this in November 2022. Gave them permission to reopen my case. Yeah, this was so serious. I filed a complaint about this in 2020. My complaint, it was looked at very briefly, dismissed, and I have no evidence that this was properly investigated. They threw this out very soon after I sent it in. I've got massive evidence also that the situation regarding my injury, the doctor's errors crept up almost from the beginning of the scans and emergency room visits that I had. And when I tried to go back and have this issue looked at again, they tried to cover it up. I've got a lot of evidence to that effect. So I'm not happy with the state of Alabama Board of Medical Examiners Licensure Commission. I'll never trust another state of Alabama licensed medical doctor again because of my experience with this body. They dropped the ball. And any prospective patient in the state of Alabama, you need to be aware of what happened to me, especially if you don't have money, source of income, or insurance like I did. Okay? That doesn't give doctors the right to lie to you. All right? And that doesn't give doctors the right to neglect their duties. I notified the Alabama Medical Board in November, and you can see here where Dr. Blake Thomas's license expired at the end of 2022, just a few days ago. And I'll put up the updated version of this page. It has been renewed and extended until the end of 2023. And we don't need doctors like this in the state of Alabama.